we already know that there are deep shafts like the Osiris shaft. The bottom of the Great Pyramid, the subterranean chamber, is 100 feet vertically beneath the base of the Great Pyramid.
Welcome to Eon Timeless History. Before we begin, make sure you are somewhere comfortable, because what you are about to hear challenges everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt, human history, and the Great Pyramid itself. And if you enjoy deep historical mysteries like this, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay till the end, because the final revelation might completely change how you see the past. Now, let's begin. There are places on Earth that refuse to give up their secrets. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one of them. A monument so precise, so massive, and so mathematically refined that even modern engineering struggles to fully replicate it. For centuries, we believed we understood it. A royal tomb, a marvel of ancient engineering, a symbol of Pharaoh Khufu's power. But what if every one of those assumptions is wrong? What if the pyramid was never meant to hold the dead, but to hold something else entirely? Something buried far deeper than history itself dares to look. Recent theories and emerging data from advanced scanning technologies have begun to suggest something unsettling. Beneath the Great Pyramid, beneath the known subterranean chamber, there may exist structures that were never recorded in any ancient text or modern archaeological map. And if even part of this is true, then we are not looking at a tomb. We are looking at containment. The first clues came from unexpected thermal anomalies detected beneath the Giza Plateau. Standard geological surveys were being conducted, routine scans meant to study structural stability and environmental wear on ancient limestone. Nothing unusual was expected. The Great Pyramid has been studied more than any structure in human history. And yet, beneath that certainty, something impossible began to appear. Heat signatures. Not surface heat from the sun, not seasonal fluctuation, not residual geological warmth, but organized, consistent thermal patterns coming from deep below the known foundation of the pyramid. Stone, especially limestone, does not behave like this. It absorbs heat during the day and releases it slowly at night. Predictable, stable, dead in terms of internal energy production. But these readings were different. They were rhythmic, they were structured, and they were coming from places that should have been solid bedrock. At first, the researchers assumed equipment error. Sensors were recalibrated. Scans were repeated. Independent systems were brought in. The results did not change. Something beneath the pyramid was generating heat. And it was not random. It was cycling. This discovery alone would have been enough to shake modern archaeology. But what came next pushed it even further. Muon tomography scans, technology that uses cosmic particles to map hidden voids inside massive structures, were deployed to verify the internal composition of the pyramid and its foundation. The expectation was simple: solid stone beneath the known chambers, no voids, no anomalies. Instead, the scans revealed something that should not exist: hollow spaces. Not small fractures or natural erosion cavities, but structured voids beneath the subterranean chamber. Deliberate in shape, organized in layout, too precise to be geological chance. And even more disturbing, they extended deeper, far deeper than the known limits of ancient construction. For the first time, researchers were forced to confront an uncomfortable possibility. The subterranean chamber was not the bottom. It was only the beginning. If there were structures beneath it, then the entire pyramid's meaning changes. It stops being a monument built upward and becomes something placed on top of something else. Something already there. Something sealed. And this is where the data becomes even stranger. Thermal and electromagnetic monitoring revealed a synchronized pattern within the deepest detected voids. Every 12 hours, a measurable shift occurred in temperature and energy output. Not random drift, not environmental fluctuation, but a controlled rhythm. Even more unsettling, this rhythm appeared to correlate with changes in Earth's magnetic field. At first, scientists dismissed it as coincidence. But repeated analysis confirmed a consistent relationship. When geomagnetic activity shifted, so did the underground anomalies. This suggested interaction, response, adaptation. Natural geology does not behave like a system responding to external cycles in this way. Rock does not synchronize itself with planetary magnetic oscillations, unless something within it is not purely geological. As research intensified, engineers began mapping potential energy pathways through the pyramid's structure. What they discovered forced a complete reinterpretation of its internal design. The Grand Gallery, once believed to be ceremonial, appeared to function like a directional channel. The king's chamber sat at a precise node of structural balance. Narrow shafts previously thought symbolic aligned with deeper subterranean pathways. Every major feature of the pyramid seemed to converge toward a single vertical axis, downward, not upward toward the stars, but into the earth. As if the entire structure was designed not to elevate something, but to press down on it, to contain it. And beneath that axis, at the center of all structural and energy alignment, scans suggested something even more extraordinary. A large spherical anomaly, perfectly shaped, deeply buried, surrounded by fractured and thermally altered rock. Its size alone defied natural formation. Its symmetry suggested engineering. Its composition reflected scanning signals in ways inconsistent with stone, metal, or known crystalline structures. And its age was older than the pyramid itself, much older. Radiometric analysis of surrounding geological disturbances indicated activity tens of thousands of years prior to Egyptian civilization. Heat-altered minerals suggested a catastrophic energy event long before recorded human history. This meant one of two things. Either an unknown civilization existed far earlier than we ever imagined, or the object beneath the pyramid was never human in origin. The implications were staggering. If the sphere existed before the pyramid, then the Egyptians did not build the structure as a tomb. They built it around something already there, something they found and chose not to remove, but to bury deeper. As research continued, even more disturbing observations emerged. Magnetic sensors placed around the pyramid began detecting a repeating pulse from deep underground, a consistent interval of approximately 11 seconds, over and over, unchanging, stable, like a heartbeat. At first, equipment failure was suspected, but independent systems confirmed the same pattern. The pulse was not only real, it was persistent across time and conditions. Then something happened that removed all doubt. During a major solar magnetic storm, the pulse beneath the pyramid changed. It accelerated in response to external geomagnetic disturbance, then returned to its baseline rhythm once conditions stabilized. This was no longer passive anomaly behavior. It was interaction, response to environment, adaptation. Something beneath the pyramid was not just emitting energy, it was reacting to the world above it. At this point, researchers began to ask a question no one wanted to fully articulate. What exactly was buried there? And more importantly, was it still functioning? Drilling samples from deeper layers revealed even more disturbing evidence. Limestone fragments showed intense thermal damage, including vitrification. Rock melted into glass-like structures. Such temperatures require sustained energy far beyond ancient technology. Embedded within these samples were microscopic crystalline fragments with uniform geometric structures. Their composition did not match any known terrestrial mineral deposits in the region. Even stranger, some fragments displayed residual electromagnetic activity, weak but measurable, as if the material had once been part of a far more active system and still remembered it. This is where theory diverges sharply. Some researchers suggest natural geological processes amplified by rare mineral combinations. Others propose unknown ancient industrial activity, but a growing number of analysts began leaning toward a more unsettling interpretation, that the sphere was not a natural formation at all, but a constructed object, a machine, possibly dormant, possibly waiting. And the pyramid? Not its origin, but its restraint, a carefully engineered system designed to stabilize, suppress, or isolate whatever lies beneath. Every corridor, every chamber, every precise alignment suddenly takes on a different meaning under this interpretation. The pyramid is no longer a monument, it is infrastructure, a control system built with impossible precision by a civilization that understood forces we still cannot fully explain. But if that is true, one final question becomes unavoidable. If the system was built to contain something, Is it still working? Or has time already begun to weaken it? Because the most unsettling discovery came not from scans or samples, but from behavior. Electronic devices brought near the pyramid began to fail in synchronized cycles matching the underground pulse. Watches malfunctioned, batteries fluctuated, sensors desynchronized and resynchronized repeatedly, as if the entire structure was emitting a field that could influence technology itself. And then, the most troubling observation of all, the pulse began to change, not dramatically, not suddenly, but subtly, like experimentation, like testing limits, as if whatever lay beneath was learning the boundaries of its environment, adjusting, adapting, growing aware of interaction. At this stage, international oversight was quietly introduced. Access was restricted. Research protocols were suspended. Official statements referred to instrument anomalies and natural geological interference. But internally, the concern was no longer academic. It was containment integrity. Because if the structure beneath the pyramid is not inert and not dead, then the entire Giza plateau may be sitting atop something still active after tens of thousands of years. Something that pulses, something that reacts, something that waits. And perhaps the most important question of all is not what the pyramid was built to protect, but what it was built to protect us from. As investigations slowed and data access became restricted, one final pattern remained consistent. The pulse did not stop. It never stopped. It continued beneath the stone, measuring time in 11-second intervals, like a signal, like a heartbeat, like something alive beneath history itself. And if even a fraction of these findings are accurate, then the Great Pyramid is not the end of an ancient story. It is the surface layer of a much deeper one, a story we were never meant to uncover, at least, not yet. If you found this exploration compelling, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Eon Timeless History, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think lies beneath the Great Pyramid? A natural anomaly? An ancient machine? Or something far more unknown? And don't forget to click on the next video on your screen for more hidden history mysteries that challenge everything we think we know about the past. Because history, as it turns out, may only be the beginning.